This is a simple motion trigger setup using an ultrasonic transceiver and a MOSFET switch. When an object comes into view, the change in distance is detected, and the switch is triggered, which can be used to power a variety of objects such as motors, servos, or in my case, LEDs. And using an ESP32, we could also generate an access point, allowing us to view our sensor data in real time and configure a trigger setup such as specifying a range and intensity within that range. Here it is set to 0 at 50 centimeters and beyond, but when I move closer, we can see the intensity increases up to 100% at a point of 3 centimeters from the sensor, which is something that would not be possible with other motion sensors that don't give you the raw distance data and only a binary on or off. The reverse is also possible, which might be a little bit more useful for lights, since we can configure it to decrease as we get closer to the source, and increase giving us more light as we move further away. For components, we could use any microcontroller, such as an ESP8266, or in my case an ESP32, since this gives us wireless communication options like Wi-Fi. For the ultrasonic transceiver, I'm using the HC-SR04, but again, any sensor that gives a distance output could be used, such as the JSN-SR04T, which is waterproof, making it useful for outdoor applications, but I find the blind zone tends to be longer compared to the other module, which has a blind zone, the minimum detection distance, of just a few centimeters. Since the power draws a little bit more than the ESP32 can handle, I'll be using a MOSFET switch, which also allows me to dim the lights by controlling the duty cycle. To keep our sensor upright, and for ease of testing, I'm going to go ahead and plug it into a breadboard and start to wire everything. What's important is to pay attention to the positive, VCC, and negative, ground pins on our sensor to make sure we match them correctly to the 5V rail on the ESP32. And if you're using the same MOSFET switch, you'll have to connect its ground pin to the 3V rail. Once set up, our sensor operates by sending out sound waves that bounce off the nearest object and return. Knowing that the speed of sound is roughly 343 meters per second, we can use the time that it takes for the sound wave to return, dividing by 2 since it has to go there and back to calculate the distance. When an object comes into view, the time it takes for the sound wave to return will change, and thus the distance will change. We can set a value such as 1 centimeter that will trigger our switch if the distance changes by that amount or more. We can create a web AP to view the data in real time, and so we don't have to re-upload the code to change the settings. This is useful to tune the trigger distance, requiring more distance or less to activate. Here I set it really high, and now it's not activating anymore. Again, we can use the fact that we have raw distance data to our advantage, such as setting a desired intensity at 2 particular points and interpolating in between to get a smooth transition. Here I'll set it to dim as we get closer by setting the intensity to 0 at 3 and to 100% at 50 and beyond. This also means that in between, we'll get a smooth dimming and brightening effect. If we want to do the reverse, we could set the intensity to 0 the further as it gets away and increase the intensity the closer it gets to our object. Alternatively, we could just set it to 100% everywhere if we didn't want any dimming or brightening. The downsides are it's easy to get false returns, especially if there's clutter in our field of view, and the field of view itself is only limited to 15 degrees with the narrow cone angle. However, with some tweaking, it is possible to use our ultrasonic transceiver as a motion trigger.